make it to the headlines. We saw the woman in the kitchen. We all know without them, we have a different story. The support staff also includes our drivers. I don't know those who were in my age, you remember she the driver. And others who came along. So you see, we remember all of them because before the word gender came into the dictionary, you were there. Our mothers were there. That was long before the United Nations declared 1970 the year of the woman. That was long even after the Beijing conference and so on. Our mothers have already sown the seeds that we have inherited today. Our mothers wanted their daughters to learn what their sons were learning. This is very, very important. So before it became fashionable, we were already practicing it. And if you want to know what Wesley Girls is, I saw the bus of our Southern College. Are they here? So you see, those were the days where the mottos of the schools were very interesting. John Shepherd. Then at the Southern part, is it first among equals? Either the first or the first. You will not talk about me as we say that is right. Those the ultimate ones also came along. Including my own investor of people. Veritas Notes. But then it took Wesley Girls High School to craft the whole poem as a motto. Speak true. There's no many words, but they need too much. Each one of them. And I believe each one of them can fill many sermons. There's a piece here. They can fill many volumes of writing. Wesley Girls is not stop there. While other schools were very happy to use existing hymns as a school day, or use existing lyrics, or existing tunes, then came the Wesley Girls High School. We crafted a whole hymn all by ourselves. Because we were there. We played our school of being. And my favorite verse, we changed but thou art still the same. The same good master, teacher, friend. We changed but thou art still thy name. To journey with us to the end. And so we pray that Spirit's name be present in our school always. I know life is not meant for long speeches, but thus far God has brought us, and I believe He has brought us for a purpose. I don't know what your purpose is. I don't know why mine is, I'm still discovering it. But I believe that part of the purpose is to ensure that the dreams of our foremothers remain ignited for the benefit of others. And I want to end on this note because our foremothers themselves were not Olympians. They didn't do anything for themselves. They did them for us. May God bless us. Happy anniversary.
Max TV, sports, entertainment, and more.
Clearance sales. Max Buy is bringing you a massive clearance sales you don't want to miss. We've got amazing deals on TVs from 32-inch all the way to 75 inches. We have fridges, we have freezers, and we have air fryers to upgrade your kitchen. Air condition from 1.5 horsepower all the way to 3.5 horsepower. This is your chance to grab quality product at a crazy clearance sales. Yeah, Bonnie, don't come here, don't come me. Hurry now. Visit any Max Buy shop nationwide. Don't miss out. Over to me a friend so 0594 091 122. You can also visit our website www.maxbuy.com.gh. Once it's gone, it's gone. Go get yours now.
Thank you very much once again for joining us. Today we'll be taking a trip across the length and breadth of Ghana. We will go to Cape Coast. We shall definitely touch base with what's happening with the schools in Cape Coast. Already we've brought you the highlights of the 190th logo launch of Wesley Girls High School. And then we will cross over to one of the schools close by, that's the Ghana National College, to also share with you some rich experiences in terms of their speech and prize giving day which is going on. We shall also be touching base with the Big Six Experience Day party, which is coming off later today, precisely from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And this is happening at the Bloom Bar with tickets available on sale. I will be telling you how much you have to pay to be part of the occasion. But of course, our focus will be on Pope John Senior High School and Minor Seminary. And of course, for those of you who do not know, or who may not know, or may not have heard about the good things happening there, we definitely have a crew in the house, and they will be telling us a lot more about Pope John Senior High School. So of course, all this and more plus tidbits from the world of senior high schools or secondary schools right at the doorstep. Be part of the event, be part of the fun, be part of the program, and of course let your presence be held as the show goes on. We definitely will be opening the phone lines to hear from you and some of the sweet memories you have of your school back in the day. So all you need to do is to sit back, relax. Let's walk you through an alley of a lot of promises and of course a lot of memories as well. All right, so let's get into motion once again. Wherever you are monitoring, watching, or listening, we say a very big welcome. This is the Schools Connect. All right, so earlier on we brought you excerpts or highlights of what happened on the 18th of July at the Wesley Towers, and it was a program to launch the 190th anniversary logo of Wesley Girls High School. Can you imagine 190th anniversary? And so it calls for a lot, massive and mammoth celebration for Wesley Girls High School. And of course it was graced by Her Excellency the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Mrs. Jane Nana Opoku Ajiman. Of course, we had other distinguished guests there playing their different various roles as well. And so congratulations to Wesley Girls on the unveiling of your 190th anniversary logo. We shall continue with another of those packages. This time is the turn of the Ghana National College. It's their 78th Speech and Prize Giving Day, which is going on in Cape Coast. It is under the theme Building on Osagyefo's Legacy, Vision and Dream. The legacy, the vision and dream. Speech and Prize Giving Day for Ghana National College. That's 78th in the process. Let's bring you up to speed with what's been happening, or what's going to happen, or what's due to happen during this anniversary and Speech and Prize Giving Day.
Munim sa grown from yes so kasa ne doso bitch you know where I'm from me be bia na yes so bia mo koma traho we ko be bia kakrawo adia me chini fi I hope that you feel my bravo from ya monti ninke ya me page you from komo so be na su ya for ma it bu hwemu re ma chomo last of the
Thank you very much for joining us. This is the Schools Connectors right here live on Max 89.7 FM and also on Max TV. And of course, if you have really missed out on the early participation on this program, we need to tell you that the fun is happening in different places and at different times. Just gone by, we showed you excerpts of the triumphant entry into the Ghana National College as they prepare for their 78th Speech and Prize Giving Day. It's all fun, it's all excitement, and so the Nananum will definitely be at it. But again, before that, we took a trip to the Wesley Girls High School event, which was the 190th anniversary unveiling of the logo. This happened at Wesley Towers earlier on the 18th of July, and of course Wesley Girls High School are also getting themselves in readiness for that big massive celebration. 190th anniversary, I should say, the unveiling of the logo, a proud event, and of course the old girls were there to share in the excitement and also share in the glory. And so for all students of Ghana National College, it is your 78th, and I'm sure that majority of the old students have made their way to Cape Coast to be part of the fun and excitement. And so definitely we'll be bringing you up to speed with what you need to know concerning what's happening in your school or in schools nearby, to take a look at how effective they have been over the years. We also did mention that their Big Six Experience Day party is also coming off later today between the hours of 2 and 8 p.m. and this is happening at the Bloom Bar. Tickets are already available and it's going like hotcake. We will be announcing the tickets. And then okay, so let me get the tickets out of the way because the phone lines have started buzzing already. So the tickets are available, like I said. For a regular ticket, it goes for 150 Ghana cedis, and 200 cedis is the fee at the gate. You can also get your tickets on the short code *447* *2288# *447* *2288#. So get on the phones, get your tickets, and be part of the occasion. Meanwhile, Accra Academy Old Boys Association, the 2004 year group, will today officially hold a commission ceremony of Accra Media Center, or well, it is going to happen at the Accra Media Center. The headmaster, Mr. Eric Ebose, and Mr. Kofi Amoai, who are the president of the Accra Academy Old Boys Association, they will be in charge of the ceremony. And so again, for the past students or old boys of Accra Academy, the 2004 year group, today you're having the official commission ceremony of the school. This is happening at the Accra Media Center, and the headmaster, Mr. Eric Ebose, and Mr. Kofi Amoai, president of Accra Academy Old Boys Association, will be in charge of the ceremony. So again, don't be left out of the fun, don't be left out of the excitement. Accra Academy Old Boys, the clarion call is now. So again, those in Accra will not be left out. We've already touched base with those in Cape Coast and the good things that are happening. So we mentioned the fact that Accra Girls High School have officially launched their 190th anniversary logo, and this was attended by Her Excellency the Vice President of Ghana, Mrs. Jane Nana Opoku Agyeman, and of course other distinguished guests were there as well. And then also currently ongoing at the Ghana National College in Cape Coast is the 78th Speech and Prize Giving Day. And this is under the theme Building on Osagyefo's Legacy, Vision and Dream. Osagyefo's Legacy, Vision and Dream. It's all happening there. So as we go along, we will also be introducing the old boys of Pope John Senior High School and Minor Seminary. They are representatively in the studio and they'll be telling us a lot about the school, what's been happening, what's going on since its inception, and of course the good news trickling down from the school. So all this and more we will be sharing with you in the next couple of minutes. So you're welcome back into the studios. Thank you very much for giving us a little bit of your time. We have spelled out for you the news making rounds in terms of Schools Connect, in terms of what the various institutions, schools, senior high schools, secondary schools are doing in terms of celebration, etc., etc. we are privileged to have in the studio gentlemen representing a school that you may have heard the name, you may have boasted about it once upon a time in your life, you may have seen them actually do what boys do, which is very, very natural and very, very normal. But they'll be telling us a lot more about their school, how proud they are of the school, and of course things that we should know that maybe hitherto we may not be privy to. And so we will be introducing them in the studio, but in a bit they'll be telling us about Pope John Senior High School and Minor Seminary, and it's an all-boys second cycle boarding institute located in Efidiase in Koforidua in the eastern region. And so we are proud enough to have them all the way in our studios to talk about Pojos. Yes, that's the school we're talking about, Pojos. And for the old boys, they also have a name they go by. I'll get to know a lot of things about the school today that hitherto I didn't know, and I'm sure you'd all be willing to also learn along with me as well. And so you'd hear a lot of Pojos being mentioned in our interviews, and you'll also understand why they are known as Pojoba. Okay, I'll find out. I'm sure that when you say Pojoba, there should be a response. Is there not?
Yeah,
there is a. Okay, all right. Before we get into all those details, gentlemen, please introduce yourselves.
All right, thank you so much, Uncle Prince. My name is Harold Boateng. I completed Pope John in the year 2000.
Okay.
I was in the 3 Science 2 class. Yeah.
Okay. And you completed in 2000.
2000, so 26 years ago.
Hey, Charlie, man grew. man grew. All right, thank you very much. Yes, sir. Let's hear from you.
Thanks, and a very good morning to you,
yes,
friends, and our viewers and listeners.
Yes.
My name is Justice Kwame Hunu, Pojoba 2000. Harold was my mate back in the day.
Wow.
I was in the business school.
Okay.
Or let me say business class, business 1. And I'm currently the vice chair for Pojoba 2000.
Currently the vice for Pojoba 2000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uncle Prince, I forgot one thing. In Pope John, I was actually the one who shared the letters. So when the letters come from the girls' schools, I shared the letters. Yeah, I forgot to add that.
I was going to ask, what letters are you referring to? Now I understand. Okay. But was there a reason why you were doing that job?
Yes, maybe for some reason the school saw in me that I could do that job. Where letters come from St. Rose's, Krobo girls, Ebri girls, and then it's not a joke at all when it comes to that position, because after prep, everybody's looking out for Harold. Where is the guy? Charlie, I forget my letter.
He was keeping it.
And these were letters written by the girls.
Right. So from other schools
to the boys,
and then you don't forget that PO Box 370 Efidiase Koforidua. You're talking about Pope John. Yeah.
I see. Oh, today I'm going to learn a lot. I already have a postmaster in the studio, so there'll be a lot of letters being written back and forth. But I'm sure that when we open the phone lines, we will get a lot of letters in a vocal format, so that those messages will be sent across. So gentlemen, first of all, thank you very much. The school, as I said, Pope John Senior High School and Minor Seminary. Well, that was the official name. But a lot of us have almost always shortened it to Pojos. And you are referred to as the Pojobas. Okay, so if I can chip in an explanation, Pojoba means you are the son of Pojo.
Right.
More or less.
Yeah.
Right. You explain it to me.
All right. So Pojoba is Pope John Old Boys Association.
Okay.
Right. So the acronym of it is Pojoba. But then we become the son of Pope John the 23rd, in whose name the school was actually named after.
All right.
So yeah. So Pojoba. Right.
Okay. So we are proudly hosting Pojoba in the studio, and I've got members of the 2000 year group in-house to tell us a lot more about the school, what they went through, what we should be looking forward to, the impact that it has made on their lives, etc., etc. Anything you need to know, and if you've got any questions that you would want us to ask, or any memories you would want to share, we definitely will be welcoming that as well. But for purposes of introduction, let me run you through this. Now, Pope John Senior High School and Minor Seminary is an all-boys second cycle boarding institution located at Efidiasi Koforidua in the eastern region of Ghana. Again, P.O. Box
370. Efidiasi Koforidua.
You have not forgotten.
You cannot forget.
You can't forget. Okay. Now, this school was established in January 1958 by Bishop Joseph Oliver Bowers, SVD. It began as a Catholic seminary to train young boys for the priesthood. And they've started being postmen and women already in their regard. Okay. Started at St. John's Seminary and College. It was named in honor of the patron saint and later adapted to honor Pope John the 23rd. In 1968, the institution was integrated into the public educational system under the Ministry of Education, changing its name to Pope John Secondary School and Junior Seminary. All right. So with this introduction out of the way, let's get into a few of the details as we have spelled out here. Now, this year marks your 68th anniversary, and so a big congratulations to you. Last year, you had Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Boama as your special guest of honor. We know he is also an old boy of your great school. Can we observe a minute silence for him? And so for those of you listeners, viewers out there, what we're going to do is we're going to observe a minute silence in honor of the departed Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Boama, an old boy, and who was special guest of honor at their event last year. So let's do a very brief minute of silence and then we continue. All right, so may the soul of Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Boama continue to rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
Maybe I'd like to start by asking, how did the old boys take his sudden passing?
Well, so yeah, I mean, on that fateful day, when news went out that one of our own, whom we are so proud of, he did so well for our school. He always held the school in high esteem. Could die in such a tragic way. It was a big blow to us as old boys, on our pages, in the school, everywhere. It was just a sad moment for us, and even today, talking about it makes it even more emotional. Honorable Omane Boama was a very great person. Last year, during our speech and prize giving day, he did a lot for our school. I mean, development-wise, and his speech during the speech and prize giving day is something that I read almost every time, because he actually gave us what we needed as a school and what we need as a country to move on. So it was a real big blow to us, losing such an illustrious son of Pope John Secondary School. And because of that, as part of our anniversary, we'll be doing a commemorative walk in his honor, because of how we feel about him and how happy we are to have had him as an old boy of our school.
Any more memories to share, Justice?
Yes, so I think just to add to what Harold has said, it was as though he knew that was going to be the very last time he was going to be in that school.
Right.
Because that speech that he delivered on that day, I bet is going to live well after him. And the impact that he made within that short period, ensuring that the school had some major infrastructure development, our roads had been asphalted for the activity, something that we have been chasing for years. Today, you go to the school and you see clearly the difference that has brought. And as part of the event, and I know that road that was constructed by him, or let me say through his efforts, is going to also be dedicated to him. it's going to be dedicated to his memory. The name will come out, but it will have something to do with Dr. Omane Boamah as well. And for me, I think what he has left for us as old boys and generally as citizens is that spirit of selflessness, that spirit to give back to society regardless of where you find yourself, okay? And then ensure that at any time, wherever you find yourself, you are making the right impact.
Exactly.
We all know that Dr. Omane Boamah on the national stage made very great impact, even losing his life in the course of working for our country. And it's something that I believe we all need to learn from and to work to make sure that the next generation benefits from our labor.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned that, because obviously we will also need to inculcate in our upbringing the fact that we need to recognize those who hit certain milestones in their chosen endeavors, as it were. And today it's good to hear, or it's good to know that this were some of the things he stood for. And I'm sure that is also going to impart a certain level of, is going to make an impact or knowledge for especially the current generation. For those of us who may have witnessed them at probably younger levels through secondary school, we easily are able to identify with what they stand for.
Right.
But for those up and coming ones, we need to inculcate in them the fact that these are the tenets for which certain individuals stood for. And because of that, we must duly recognize those efforts, those little efforts there is.
Right.
So I appreciate the thoughts shared by you, Harold and Justice, and I'm sure that it's going to go a long way to be enshrined in the history of the school. All right, so with that out of the way, maybe an interesting question I would want to ask is, what is it like to attend a secondary school which also runs as a minor seminary? I mean, how did you guys combine the two? Because my next inevitable question would be that, so if you are running this as a minor seminary, how much more of an impact were the incoming letters on you guys? I mean, share with me, what was the experience like?
So I think the letter boy will have a...
No, it was an exciting experience. Being in class with our colleagues who were in the minor seminary. We ate the same food.
Exactly.
I mean, stayed in the same classroom, taught by the same teachers. Everything was the same, except that they spent much time in the temple and doing some other trainings for it's not all of them actually who end up being fathers when we get the opportunity. Yeah, but it was an exciting thing, and it just points to the fact that God is actually present in Pope John. The reason why you wake up every day in the morning and the sky is blue,
Sure.
the sun is yellow,
Yeah.
our color is yellow and blue. God is a Pojoba. So on the land of Pope John, even in the evening,
Yeah.
the skies has a shade of blue, and the moon will illuminate some light, glowing light, which is yellow. So everything about nature is yellow and blue. And so in Pope John, you have God there, where we have the minor seminary guys, and then we ourselves together. So it was an exciting moment, engaging with them and having some good time together. Because there's this view of this priest who says that enjoyment or entertainment does not even come in when we are doing our priesthood stuff and all of those. In school we went for entertainment together. I mean, we did everything together and enjoyed ourselves. So it was really a time to behold back then in school, having the minor seminary guys with us. Yeah.
It didn't bring any levels of tension.
No, not at all. Not at all.
You blended as brothers.
Right. So I mean, we had the same teachers, we wrote the same exam, everything was same, except that they were in the seminary house. So we did have inter-houses together, everything. I mean, and we engaged very well.
I see.
So Prince, I think it was just probably the fact that they had some extended formation because they had a focus.
Okay.
And that focus was actually ultimately going to priesthood. But just like Harold said, some of them missed the call. And we don't want to mention their names.
No.
I will not ask.
Boys try, but you know things.
And then I'm sure some of your old boys, mates, the Pojo Basa are saying, Charlie, they mentioned some names. But that's something exactly, But it always brings some of those memories back. Okay, so let's take a look at what's coming up. Which of the year groups are getting involved with the anniversary? What is in store for it? But somebody just sent me a message. He says, Prince, ask them what life was like on campus. I know where the message is coming from. But please share with us some of the things you remember on campus, the good, the bad, the not so ugly, if any.
So probably one of the, Prince, if you give me the opportunity, probably one of the things that I remember fondly was my very first week in Pope John secondary school. We called it secondary school then.
Okay.
I mean, these days they say it's senior high. We can't relate. We attended secondary school.
don't bring that one.
So I remember the first week. I was lying down somewhere around 9 p.m. Thinking it was time to sleep. And for whatever reason, I think the noise in the dormitory got me to wake up. I woke up and the beds were literally empty. I stepped out and people were just walking to the class to go and study. And this was around 10 p.m. and these things happened, and even at 1 a.m. you see people walking in and out. There's no teacher pushing people to go and learn.
Okay.
But the sheer desire to excel got people to get on their feet to go and learn. Because if you don't, Harold will make you chop last. So we're all trying to compete. And for me, what it did for me was that it made me a better person.
Okay.
Because before I came to Pope John, I would literally not sit for a very long time to say I'm studying. I didn't see the value of that. But now I knew that if I didn't, something was going to happen.
Exactly.
And because of that, we had a lot of us growing up together as a lot more intelligent people and people who stood out for each other and ensured that things were done. One of the things that probably what you call the ugly, not so ugly, but these days the guys enjoy it. There's something we used to call chibo. I'm sure you know it. At the time it was very difficult to find water.
In school, back in
school. So sometimes we'll have to travel miles to go and get water and all of that. And for which reason some of the guys chose to take the other part, which is that they don't look for the water, they have no issues with water. They stay from day one to probably half of the term without seeing water, and they were fine. Wow. However you process that, I leave it to you.
And then if you are not careful, you have to travel all these miles to get water. You get the water. If you don't sponge your water, then you get someone come steal your water. So it was quite difficult sometimes. And on Saturdays, you cannot miss Madame Se. Madame Se used to be the wife of our late senior master, housemaster. Madame Se is also late now. I mean, she has may her soul rest in peace. She has a very nice spot under the tree. We call it Biase. You go there and everything you get to eat there. Madame Quats will also get you some banku and granite soup. And sometimes at that point we're doing butter trade. So when you don't have money, you just go and get some sardines or soup. And then you take Madame Quats in exchange for food. Madame Quats will see inside for you. I mean, once you bring your soup, you get you some banku and then nkatinkwai. And it was fun. One of our.
And what happened to those who could not afford?
So if you can't afford, that is, you don't have money on you. You by all means may have some provisions which you come and then if you can't afford, I mean, you pet your brother.
Brothers,
but some to be apostle,
some do spoon in hand, spoon in pocket.
Wow. And talking about one of our teachers, apart from the fact the justice mentioned that, I mean, even without your teacher, you know that you are here to study. And that is what Pope John instilled in us, that discipline, that we are here for a purpose. We have some of our teachers, one of it, I think he's late now, Wabam. Wabam was a physics teacher, and he will tell you that a calculator in the hands of a fool is a dangerous device. This is that simple, but it's very deep. Can you imagine yourself being an engineer who has a calculator and fail to do the calculation right?
Exactly.
It's accidents. Can you imagine yourself being a medical doctor who is not doing the calculation right in terms of medication and all of those? It's death. So a calculator in the hands of a fool, is a dangerous device. So some of these things kept us always awake to know that you have to be studious, you have to be disciplined, and that is the purpose for which you are here in Pope John.
Okay. So it was some of these thoughts that came up that also instilled in you the need to study.
Right.
Because you don't have to wait for a teacher or a senior or whoever to come tell you that hit the classroom and hit the books. You would have to instill that in you. How far did that go for you on campus? Was it an attribute that you also brought home during holidays, for example?
Yeah, I mean, in a way it is instilled and imbibed in you. Pope John was very competitive. I mean, as brothers, we are together and all, but when it comes to the books, everybody in the class is somebody. So it was very competitive, and you cannot only do it in school alone, but continue it even when you are out of, on holidays, because you have to prepare yourself for the next academic term. You do the how do you call it? The order of merit. Order of merit. It was crazy because the points difference are just 1 point, 2 points, 1 point, 2 points. Everybody notice board. Everybody is somebody, so you got to be up and doing, or else you'll be off it. So it's really instilled in us that bit of being serious and disciplined and focused for the purpose for which
has it trickled down to the younger generation?
Yes, to some extent it has. We as a year group, the 2000 year group and some other year group do have counseling, guidance and counseling sessions. We go to the school and try to, guide them as to what they should be doing in school and what they should look up to and all of those. And when we interact with them, it is not 100% obviously expected, but it's not that bad too as well. The discipline is still there in the school, and I think they are enjoying more than we did, because they have their water flowing, they have their WCs.
They didn't go through what you went through.
No, they didn't go through half of what Attila did. One of our colleagues, Attila the Popular, the guy got water, went to his dormitory, sponged it, and then somebody came for the water. Attila was a Nigerian, and he was laughing. He said, Attila, what is wrong? The one who took my water is dead. I spit in it, I urinate in it, and he was punished after. And that should tell you the senior who did that. He punished him. Because he had taken water that he had spat.
He spat in it, he had his urine, and then, brothers no good. Brothers no good. I see.
So the discipline is still there in the school.
I see.
So on this discipline note, we'll take the opportunity to also commend the headmaster of the school, Reverend Father Ohene, who has blazed the trail when it comes to discipline as well. These days the numbers in the school are quite staggering, and trying to manage these numbers and ensuring that you still imbibe in them that which some of us got years back. It's not going to be an easy thing, and just commend him and his leadership and the teachers for a good job they are doing. We continue to support them through our career guidance sessions anytime we go to the school, trying to let the students know that you are here for a purpose, and that is what you need to focus on. There's a lot out there that you can do when you are out of school. There's no point using the time, the 2 years or 3 years that you are supposed to be in school to be doing that which you can do forever. and that for me is a focus. I would like to really commend them for a good job they are doing.
I couldn't agree with you more, especially looking at the increase in numbers in terms of the student population. I mean, sometimes you hear about some of them and you are wondering, okay, but in our time we're just about a handful. So how come they are able to take on twice the number, thrice the number, 5 times the number. And we are also still expected to believe that they should churn out the best of the students. So I'm sure it sometimes is difficult for the headmasters and the headmistresses. And so I would also toe your line and add, our voice to the fact that they are doing quite a good job. It could be better.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be better. And it could be better means that we are coming to the effect of the contributions of the year groups. How solid are the year groups? You can use your year group as an example. What's the motivation? What's the relationship like between the year group and the current administration? And then we can dovetail into the upcoming anniversary and then the projects you've lined up.
Obviously, an excellent relationship. We recently had our elections and elected our national executives.
Okay.
The headmaster was there. The school leadership was there. Fast forward, we've had several engagements, not just at the national level, even at year group levels.
Okay.
And I must say, I don't know what happens in other schools, but if that's what it is, then Ghana is really on the right track to ensuring that the partnership between old students and schools are really working and really helping in the development of the school. And you bear with me that governments over the periods have not been able solely to help the schools to obtain the kind of infrastructure that they require. So it's all the more important at this stage that we encourage old students to partner with their schools, just as Pope John is doing, to help the school to grow. And Prince, in this direction, and various year groups have taken on various projects.
Exactly.
And we want to recognize that as well. But special mention to the celebrants for this year. So this year's event is being sponsored by 2 year groups. Okay. It is 2 year groups because we had a certain gap that we are trying to close. We completed in 2000, and so typically our 25th anniversary should have been last year.
Okay.
But for very good reasons, it was pushed to this year, but coincides with the turn of 2001. Okay, so what we are doing this year is to put those 2 year groups together. So this is actually a combined sponsorship from the 2 year groups. On the 2000 year group side, we reflecting on all that we got back in school, the experiences, and even looking at the challenges that we have in our times today, where kids come out of school and they are on the streets looking for jobs with their application letters in hand and all of that, and fewer jobs are being chased by a myriad of people. And looking at this and looking at how we could also impact society, we decided to take a very audacious step to put up what we have chosen to call the Innovation Incubation Hub. It's a huge building, and I'm sure it will be part of the images that you would see.
Yep.
It's a huge and ambitious building that we have set out to build. What is it about? Is to be able to nurture talents, budding talents in the school. We've come to realize that it's not simply about academics. It's also about what you can do, what it is that you can do to help solve the problems of society. And so this project, which is at about 70% completion, is aimed at helping the school not just to come out with shacks like we did in the past, but shacks who had practical influence that they were going to bring, and this cut across the sciences, we have visual arts in our school as well. And you can imagine Ibrahim Mahama of Red Clay, for instance, a product of Pope John Secondary School and Minor Seminary.
Wow.
Okay, and if we had a number of Ibrahim Mahamas coming out of Pope John, it would also be because of the processes that we have sent them through. And for us, this gives us the opportunity to open up the world to a bigger number of our children. Same for the sciences, the science and maths quiz. We have a lab in there that's supposed to help them to prepare, because we intend to win the science and maths quiz
again.
again.
Right, because
You've won it before.
Oh yeah, we did in 2001.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, we did in 2001, and we want to win again, and that brings us even to the purpose for our 68th anniversary.
Okay.
And the theme for it, empowering learners for excellence, responsibility of all, including ourselves as old boys.
Yeah.
We have a role to play. Parents obviously have a role to play, even the students themselves and all stakeholders, the media, everybody has a role to play to ensure that we empower our learners for excellence. So these are the things that we are doing as a year group, and like Justice said, other year groups are also doing a whole lot for the school as part of the anniversary. There's this kitchen, retooling of our kitchen to a level it's very acceptable state, and basketball courts, which is being 2016 year group. Okay, yeah, they're also doing the basketball and some others. Yeah,
I see on my screen something interesting. PJ2G welcomes you to the 67th speech and prize giving. Okay, my producer took it off. I'll ask that you put it on again so we can take a look at it as well. That is the legacy project.
Sure.
And that's what you were referring to.
Yes, Prince, that's what I was referring to, the legacy project.
So there you have it, the legacy project.
It's very imposing.
Exactly, it is. And you said this is just about what, 60-70% done?
So this is the impression.
This is the
what you have
impression.
there is the impression.
All right.
I'm sure we can share if they don't have it.
So support the legacy project, and so this is an appeal to almost everybody.
to everybody.
It's not just to the old
Right.
ones. Okay, so
Yes.
they put the account number there for the bank and the branch and what the code is. Account name, Pope John Old Boys Association 2000. Okay, and so this is the legacy or shots of the legacy project that they are coming up with. And this is not only for themselves, obviously it would have their year group name on it, but it is also to encourage the younger generation. They must have something to look forward to in terms of their education. And that's the campus, and it's good to see some shots of the campus as well, the students. So the school colors are what? Yellow
and blue.
and not again. Not again. Okay. So I'm sure once this is completed and done, I'm sure the generation will look forward to. I'm sure to also show some positivity in terms of what they can achieve, the circumstances under which they will be studying to achieve their aims and objectives. I think this is a positive move by the Pojoba 2000 group, and again we've got more details for you on the screen. Currency Ghana. Oh, we don't want dollar. Currency Ghana cedi. Okay, so but those who are encouraged to give us some foreign exchange, we will gladly accept the foreign exchange, dollars, pounds, yen, whichever you have. Just give them a call and they'll tell you where to direct that effort. And so Pojoba 2000 year group with us in the studio telling us about the legacy project, and of course the fun and activity that will be associated with the anniversary. And so if you are associated with 2000, the 2000 year group, 2001 year group, your other year group members, you still want to throw in some support, why not? The doors are open. The money is not going to the 2000 year group, please. It is going into development of your alma mater. And of course, we'll all be glad that we shared this support. All right, so it's been fun having the Pojobas in the house. They haven't left yet. We're just going for a very quick break, and when we come back, for those of you who are yearning to have a chat with Harold or Justice or share the stories that they haven't shared with us yet, we'll give you the opportunity. We'll open the phone lines and then you can do that. We will be back after this break. Do stay tuned.
Hello? I had to send you your momo ready.
Ago here. Star Joshua.
There comes a time when money matters get tricky. When paying back feels hard, we get creative. But here's a beautiful fact. Every time you pay back, you keep the line going. You make space for someone else. Borrow, Sotam, pay back.
Momo.
Because when you do, Momo Day for everybody.
Clearance sales. Max Buy is bringing you a massive clearance sales you don't want to miss. We've got amazing deals on TVs from 32-inch all the way to 75 inches. We have fridges, we have freezers, and we have air fryers to upgrade your kitchen. Air condition from 1.5 horsepower all the way to 3.5 horsepower. This is your chance to grab quality product at a crazy clearance sales. Yeah, buddy, don't come here, don't come me. Hurry now. Visit any Max Buy shop nationwide. Don't miss out.
We'll bet to me a friend so 0594 091 122. You can also visit our website www.maxbuy.com.gh.
Once it's gone, it's gone. Go get yours now.
Let the fun and excitement begin. Your #1 online casino in Ghana, Lucky Win, is back with a bang. With more than 70 new exciting games and big cash prizes, including the popular Aviator, where you can win 1,000 times your bet amount. You can also win in the 500,000 Ghana cedis cash giveaways in the cash draw, cash rain, and give back daily promotions. Enjoy our welcome bonus and free gift coins available every single day. Just go to luckywin.com.gh on any of our smart devices and play a game. You can start with as low as 1 Ghana cedi and you stand to win big. My buddy, look sharp. Lucky Win. Play with less, win big.
Do you want good deals? If yes, wait right there. This is for you. There is a flash sales happening every Wednesday to Friday on our website, and I'm talking about serious discounts up to 50% off. This is the chance to grab any appliance before they sell out. This is one of those sales where everything sells fast. So if you've been thinking about buying any appliance, this is your chance to check it out before it disappears. Just visit www.maxbuy.com.gh. Visit it now, click and order what you want. It's a flash sale. Go grab yours.
Welcome back into our studios, and we're zooming towards the top of the hour. We are proud to have two Pojobas in the house, and so for the year 2000 group, for your other members, I'm sure they are tuning in. We want phone calls. So in fact, I'm announcing the phone lines very shortly. Just give me a couple of minutes. But the 2000 year group is ably represented in the studios by Harold and Justice. We've already given you the details of how to be part of the upcoming anniversary. We've put the account numbers where you have to pay to Momo numbers, etc. We will rerun it again so that you have a fair idea and keep those numbers in line or in the head so that you can quickly throw your weight or your support behind the legacy project, which is upcoming. I'll be taking a look at some of the activities lined up to support this event. I understand that if you went to school in the eastern region, I've been told, I don't know, but if you went to school in the eastern region, and so whether Harold or Justice likes it or not, we will take a look at that. But we will also be sharing with you some of the highlights, the activities that are lined up. We want every Tom, Dick and Harry to be part of this legacy project. As the name clearly sounds, it's a legacy. And whatever weight you put in there, small or big, it will go a long way. They have already told us that the reason why their school colors are yellow and blue is that God is an old boy. So if God is an old boy, Jesus is what? Okay, so they're all part. They are all part. All right, no problems, no problems. Okay, so like I said, we will let you aware, we'll let you in on the numbers, the account numbers they'll be dealing with. They are not only taking Ghana cedis, because most of their members, I dare to say, are also out of this country. They're doing well in their chosen endeavors, and they are getting some pounds and some dollars. So we will also appreciate the pounds and the dollars when they come in. Thank you very much. But what are the lined up events, programs, activities for the upcoming anniversary? I mean, this is your anniversary, so if you tell me that, oh, Prince, come on Saturday for Fufu, I'm coming. But that's just by the by. So tell us, what kind of activities do you have planned for this occasion?
All right, thanks, Prince. And by the way, you are really invited. We'll
do some small pie, something sweet.
Such as.
I
hear you. I shall definitely make my way there, all things being equal.
Yeah, so we starting off our celebration from Friday.
Okay.
In fact, it's for the whole weekend. So we just brace ourselves on Friday. Those of us who find ourselves in Accra, will convoy all the way to Hope John Secondary School through the mountains, which has a nostalgic feel.
I see. For those of us who are not too privy, or we don't know exactly where the school is, I know you're saying through the mountains, but if you can walk us through the route so that we have a fair idea. Because myself, for example, if you ask me to go to Koforidua through the mountains, when I get to Manfe, is it Manfe Junction? And then I take the left and then straight there. But I'm sure there are other routes. Exactly. So what kind of routing are we looking at?
So we are looking to converge at Pediasi.
Okay.
That's where we'll move and start the convoy from.
Okay.
12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
We'll move from Pediasi to Ikrapin.
Yeah.
It's important to mention Ibri.
Yep.
Because Ibri girls, though they are girls, they love to fight with us. So we'll go through Ibri, Ikrapin to Manfi, and then that route to Koforidua. So
Okay.
It'll be a convoy.
Okay.
We'll move from Pediasi. So all of us who will be moving from Accra will meet at Pediasi. 12, and then we move.
You take off.
Sure. So we get to Koforidua, we converge at the Prisons Park.
Prisons Park, okay.
Prisons Park in Koforidua, where we will teach them small. Just to liven up the space.
Yep.
After that, we'll take our walk. That I think Harold highlighted it earlier, the walk in memory of Dr. Amadi Kwama.
Yes.
Which will begin at 5:30 p.m.
Okay.
We walk through the principal streets of Koforidua from Jackson's Park. For those who know Koforidua, Jackson's Park, all through to the school, and we do that with a candlelight as well. So that night we are painting the whole of Jackson blue and yellow. It's already blue in the sky, but we want to enhance it with our thing. And then we will proceed with the commissioning of the Omanebuama Crescent, like I highlighted to you, the road that we are dedicating to him. Commission the retooling of the kitchen. You must see, Prince, the equipment that have been introduced in the kitchen. Hitherto, the kitchen staff would have been using firewood and all of that. 2001 year group have donated state-of-the-art cooking equipment to them. Literally huge industrial cookers, which then is supposed to help to make the process much easier. There's also going to be the renovated basketball court commissioning as well on the day. And then right after that we'll have a small basketball tournament between the old boys and the newbies in the school. And all of these will be on Friday. And then Anajuede, like you said, we would like to play the Pago. After that we'll meet and have some nostalgic time together. On Saturday, which is the D-Day, will be the speech day proper, where we are going to have dignitaries. Maybe I might highlight here that we are expecting to have the Minister for Education present as a special guest of honor.
Okay.
And permit us to boast a bit to be the only school in Ghana, the only school in Ghana, and probably in the history of Ghana, to have a particular year group having 2 members of parliament sitting on either side of the divide, in the persons of Kojo Oppong Nkrumah, Honorable Kojo Oppong Nkrumah, our former Minister for Communication and Works and Housing, and then our very own Professor Titus Kofi Beyo, who is the chairperson of the board of Korle Bu Teaching Hospital and a member of parliament for Lambusi.
Yeah.
And these are proud moments for us as well. And these 2 are also on the bill. Kojo Oppong Nkrumah as a guest, and then Titus also as a guest of honor as well.
And these 2 are so special to us. Back then in Pope John 2000, Titus was the school prefect, Kojo Oppong was the assistant school prefect, and now they find themselves in parliament sitting on both sides of the aisle. So we don't blame them at all.
That's good to know. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, so they are all Pojobas.
Right, they are.
People will make noise. Noise. I see.
And we have other dignitaries that will be on the day as well. And then over and above that, on the day proper, we are going to be focusing on a number of things, celebrating our successes, but also importantly recognizing the academic excellence of various students in the school by way of giving them awards.
Okay.
We're also going to recognize some of our teachers, because they are the ones that we easily forget. Some of our teachers who have helped these students to become who they are.
That's true.
We are also not just going to recognize teachers, even the non-teaching staff who have played various roles in getting our school to where it is today. We are also going to have speeches from key persons that have been highlighted, and generally to celebrate ourselves and to have fun on that day. The night we are going to have entertainment for some of us to relive those days when we were in Pope John, entertainment days, together with our young people.
What kind of entertainment did you have back in your day?
Where is Jampu? He has answered this one.
There are people who are noted for it.
And the dances, those times were the cracking, so we do the cracking and have some old school nights. It was quite enjoying. Sometimes have video nights where we watch movie nights watch movie, and it was fun. Saturday evenings. It was
you
nice.
Don't miss.
No, you miss it for anything.
Wow.
The times of Terry Bonchaka and his music, and school was buzzing, man. It was good.
Was your school also part of many schools who had a school band that would get students sometimes play at occasions, entertainment nights, or whether visitations to other schools?
So we had a very vibrant school choir, which was on top of the game, and had some of our guys who were very good with the entertainment, so they do go to other schools. And sometimes on Saturdays like this, we'll have how do you call that one, where students from other schools come to our campus. Oh man, it was sweet moments. Especially when you see the girls come. Oh, like another level.
So is it because you didn't have girls?
Probably so.
And the girls were for skinning us. St. Roses will just always come.
Skinning.
Yeah, they always St. Roses.
Ola girls.
Kobo girls. Oh, they even have Kojokro. Ola girls, Iburi girls. Oh, the girls' schools. It's like us.
You have invited all of them to.
Yes. They are joining us. They are joining us for the weekend. They are joining us. Their year groups are joining us. So we have a very good weekend. Celebrating Pope John.
I see. Well, listeners and viewers, unfortunately, I cannot promise you that I will go with a camera because some stories are best kept the way they are. But we definitely will be sharing some good, rich cultural and high life moments, as it were, when Pojobas give us the invitation to join them with the fun and the excitement. I'll let my producer also put the numbers there again, because a lot of people are sending messages to us. So what's the number to connect to in terms of, whatever information or whatever presentation they would want to do. So we'll put it out there again for you to know. So you get the codes and you get the account numbers, and then you can do the needful as it were. The earlier you get in touch, the better it will be. But of course, don't forget that once you make that connection, you dial the numbers, you send in whatever you are sending in, you are officially invited to a weekend of excitement. That, we've been told, is guaranteed. I've not been told exactly what the package is like, but I have been told that I will not regret making a trip to Koforidua over the weekend. And so let's all get together, let's have fun. One of the things that we do right here on Schools Connect is that we also give ourselves the opportunity to network. Very, very important.
It's important that we network, because that's what keeps us together. Know what's happening elsewhere, know who is doing what, and then get to network very well. I think for the week, the weekend, Friday, Saturday, we do have something great too for Sunday.
Yeah. So after all is said and done, it's only right.
Yeah.
And this is Pope John Secondary School and Junior Seminary. We want to thank God for all that has gone throughout the process. And so we are going to have a massive Thanksgiving Mass. They call it service, but we call it Mass.
Okay.
Massive Thanksgiving Mass on the day. Right after Mass, we'll have the big lunch for all Pojomba, proudly hosted by Maya Boat Foods on the day.
Okay.
And that will be our parting lunch for the event.
And this lunch is only for Pojobas?
No, everyone who is there.
We have a special spot, Uncle Page.
Yeah. And for us, we take the opportunity to invite everyone, every well-meaning Ghanaian who has an interest in seeing the progress of a school, an illustrious school as Pope John Secondary School, to come and support us both in kind, in presence and in cash, to see a wonderful story written. And you should look out for Pope John Secondary School in the next couple of years, and it will be the school to attend.
It will be the school to attend. I've already been giving you a fair idea, or I have been told or given a fair idea of what the school hopes to achieve. One of their targets is that they want to reclaim that lost glory in the science and maths quiz. So that's one of the targets, very, very near future. But also one of the targets is that, and like we showed you earlier on glimpses of the building that they're putting up, and the name of the building again
is the Incubation Innovation Hub. The 2000 Legacy Project
Hub. The 2000 Legacy Project. We must make sure that we all support, let it come to pass. And you can never tell. For those who are wondering whether it is only for Pojobas to be sending in some monies or donations, even you and I can be sending in our widow's mites, because who knows, our children, our grandchildren perhaps, could one day end up in the school. And won't it be nice for them to see their parents, their grandparents, or great-grandparents' name on a plaque somewhere that, oh, I was part of this legacy. That should also encourage the young ones to also reach certain appreciable levels in their chosen careers through education. We all stand to benefit from this. And so don't be left out of it. Let's all come on board. Let's join the effort that is being put in by the 2000-year group, 2001-year group. This is their time to shine, to celebrate. And yes, Paco, you are asking me, so what is on the menu for lunch? We are going to the eastern region. don't expect flowers. We are going to the Bordier and Kontomre and those areas. So we will get some authentic blood cleansing delicious food to eat. I'm not answering for them, but okay, you are ask them. But so we will also sort that one out. And there's also the fun bit, especially if you are a Pojoba and you still are very athletic and strong. I understand some massive b-ball will happen between yourselves and the current generation. They call themselves the Gen Zs. And so come and, you know, show us your strength, as it were. And those of you who may not be fortunate, you may be captured on TV, and we will have a nice story to tell. The only story I can tell about Harold is that, yes, I'll be closer to the post office. So we will monitor, in fact, we will stream the incoming, not the outgoing, but the incoming messages, etc. But obviously, what does this mean not only to Pojoba, but what you are giving back to, let's say, Koforidua? You are painting the town yellow and blue. There's a reason. There's and obviously there will also be that huge long convoy from point A, which is Peduase, to point B, which is Efidiase. So obviously, what would be the intent for all this as part of the package for your celebration? What would this mean for the town folk? Because obviously your arrival in Efidiase, it means you've carried basically the economic and marketable thoughts and you have brought them all there. So obviously they would have to benefit in one way or the other.
Yeah, it's
you know, yes,
it's actually not even Efidiase alone or Eastern region. No, Pope John is the school to be. Is a school. No other comes closer to Pope John.
Okay.
So it's the whole of Ghana which is going to feel the impact of Pope John, and Ghana is already enjoying what Pope John offers from our guys who are out there doing very good for the country. So on coming next weekend,
yes,
all road will lead to Efidiase. The whole country is going to be in Efidiase.
Okay.
Our impact will be felt. People will know, because when you get out there and they see the yellow and blue, so these are the yellow and blue guys coming. These are the Pope John guys.
Yes.
You know, so they're going to have a feel of what we are made of. Revisit memories of school days,
yep,
and where we have reached by God's grace because of our school, Pope John Secondary School. So it will be a time for you not to miss. Mm-hmm. You have to be a part of it. Mm-hmm. Next weekend we are all going to Efidiase to have a good time.
Yeah. Okay. We've just been joined in the studio but by one of the Pojobas. I'll let him introduce himself, and I'll tell you why he's now joining us. Boss, the name.
Thank you very much, and good morning to your listeners. My name is Joseph Oliver Bowers, the former National Secretary. Happy to be here and to join my seniors.
Sure. And like I promised, I said I was going to let people know why you've just joined us. Like we told you earlier on, there's a lot of activity which is lined up for the coming weekend. You have to be part of it. So the name once again,
Joseph Oliver Bowers.
So Joseph is just back to give us the good news, and the good news is that for those of us who will be making our way to Koforidua over the weekend, there is enough in store for us. There's food, there's drink, where to lay your head over a 2-day, 3-day period. Everything has been planned by the Pojobas in such a way that you will not come to Efidiase and go empty-handed. So he has brought us that good news, and we are glad to share it first time here on Max on the Schools Connect, that all roads are leading to Efidiase on Friday. Joseph will be there to ensure that the invited guests who are not Pojobas will be taken care of. So those who want to tag along with myself and the crew, you are more than welcome to do that. But one thing they forgot to mention, and that one I'll ask you, is so we have ascertained that there is lunch on Sunday, which is the Baba Eye lunch, as it were.
Right.
But we are not leaving Accra to come and eat fly lice. So please, enumerate some of the things on your menu so that we have to buy a tube of Pepsodent or whatever, get ourselves and our mouthwash ready before this coming weekend. Charlie, boy and come on.
Okay, so I believe my seniors may have mentioned the one sponsoring that lunch. Obviously, as you have said, we can't leave the noisy Accra to the wonderful
serene
Koforidua,
Yes.
So obviously, we are going to have a very sumptuous light soup. Fufu will be
soup, bushmeat.
Aponche.
It's
still Accra. Okay, we'll just send the feedback to them to add Yeah. So I mean, obviously it's going to be a buffet, and so there'll be variety for all.
Sure.
There are some who do not want the local. We'll have the continental for them, and those of us who do not want the continental, will have the local. So everything is in there. And aside that, Koforidua also has a lot. You made mention of the local economy.
Sure.
We just want to send indication to most of the eateries there that they would have to do proper planning, because we are taking over Koforidua, and we need them to make enough food for us, because obviously we are going to improve within that short time the local economy of Koforidua.
It definitely would improve. And I know a few of my colleagues, for example, who once in a while, or based on the nature of our job, we normally do trips throughout or through the likes of Koforidua, Fidiase, and especially back in the day when the main road, the Nsawam road, was not too good, and we used to do the bypass through there. There were a lot of things about the town that some people did not know, But obviously, for an occasion such as this, and paying tribute and homage to Fidiase and its environs, or Koforidua as the Eastern Regional Capital, you can't mention it without Pojos. It's one of the standout educational institutions in the Eastern region that rubs its shoulders with a lot of the schools, especially in the other regions. I don't want to say Greater Accra or Western, but you stand out, especially in everything that you do. You stand out. Your old boys associations also stand out. We had an opportunity to talk to some of the female colleagues in the Eastern region, and none of them made a comment without Pojos. Okay, so we have established one version of it, but beyond the exchanging of letters, etc., how did the blend go? I'm sure sometimes you've got opportunities to visit girls' schools for occasions. They also visit your school for occasions. But beyond secondary school, how has that networking benefited most of the old students, if not all of them?
Well, so like you rightly said, we have engaged with them while in school and after school. We keep engaging with them. That bond, is still there.
Okay.
So we do have programs together and share ideas, with other schools, shall even to do with the girls' schools as well.
Exactly.
I mean, in our professional areas and all of those, because of that bond, you are able to pick a phone and talk to this person about this particular thing and all of those. At the end of the day, it is about the development of our country, and all of these people have a role to play in terms of the networking which we have been doing. So it's been good having students from other schools networking and engaging with them, all for the betterment of what we do and for our country as well.
I see. All right.
And Prince, we married some of them, by the way.
Oh yeah. I actually married a SM Rose's lady. Yeah.
wasn't going to ask.
So that's an extension of the network.
I know, right?
I wasn't going to ask, but obviously it has its benefits.
Right.
And so we're happy that at least the networking is positive enough.
Yes.
Which also goes round, etc., etc. Okay, I'll be interested in you telling us a lot more about the sponsor of the Sunday afternoon lunch, because we also have to give recognition to those who support laudable gestures such as what you're doing. But before I get to that, your school motto says Vel Damus.
Vela Damus.
Vela Damus, which I have been told means we set sail. You're on land. Why are you sailing? Or is there a story behind that?
Well, so it's Latin, Vela Damus, which means we set sail. And you know, water covers about 70% of the world.
Yes.
So we are on land, but most part of the world is covered by water. And for Pope John, it's all about excellence. Once we set to sail, the ship sails and never thinks of looking back. It's just moving ahead, and so we set sailing. That's all it is about. I don't know, just
No.
So you are something.
Yeah, I think you said it. Sailing, using the saying that we set sail, is akin to saying life has its journey that you need to tread.
Prepare for.
Okay, so what we are saying is that Pope John is ready to take the life's journey in a positive way to impact lives, and we know that when we are gone, the others after us will take it over and run the race of life. So we set sail is a call to excellence,
right.
Like Harold has said.
I see. You want to add a little bit?
Well, I'm from a maritime background, so as my senior did mention, when a ship sets its course till it gets to the port, regardless, and on the sea, that rough, it has its own rough nature, very open area, but you're supposed to chart your course. That really tells you the sort of formation that we have from Pope John, and the reason why when we come out, we do so well.
Exactly.
Everywhere you find us, every sector you find us, because of the training.
Yeah.
So basically, I think our founding fathers saw the vision and then give us this motto that always guides us wherever we are.
I see. Well, it's a motto that I'm sure that most of the old boys, the Pojobas, have really relished, because obviously when you mention it, you may not think of it like I did. You're on land and you want to set sail, etc. But the motivation alone that it gives or pushes also encourages the old boys to give off their best, like you rightly said. And so I think it is Vela Damus.
Yeah.
Vela Damus.
Yes, Latin word.
Yeah. Vela Damus. Okay. So maybe once I make my trip to Ifigiasi and I see any of you, I'll always scream Vela Damus.
Yeah, they'll say we set sail.
We set sail.
Yes.
Okay. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. So I'll be opening the phone lines in a bit. But before I do, for those of you who have squeezed to get to know my number and you're sending me okay, so somebody is asking, Prince, kindly ask them, especially Harold, what were their guy names when they were in school? Okay, all right, thank you very much. This one, you know, me say, but I understand that you all had names. I won't take, I was SU. Even SU, we have names. We have names. So Joseph, let me start with you.
Well, so I was named after the founder of the school.
Boss.
So
you see, it's a simple question. What was your guy name?
But people call me Bowers because they use my surname as my guy name because they thought it's a guy name, not a surname. Yes, okay. Yeah. So basically, everyone knew me as Bowers.
Bowers.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I will accept it. It will sound nice too. Charlie Bowers, Charlie out. Okay, it's nice. Justice.
So Prince, I'm actually reflecting on it, whether I really have. But then I remember back then, my classmates used to call me Wicked. Whatever that meant, I honestly don't know. I'm sure they are watching us and they are listening. So,
but when they call you Wicked, you respond.
No, really. But I wasn't one of those very gay guys. I mean, as in not too hyper then, but I don't remember having a name like that. But these are the guys who had all the names, so I'm sure you hear interesting names.
There's a reason why I started from the because the person said ask them, especially. So maybe there's a story, we never can tell.
I hope he's not disappointed. But my name back then was Speedo. Okay. Speedo, that was my name.
You went to what, athletics?
No, so actually it was a math class. Okay. So I did science, so elective math class. And our teacher, Anan J, he always calls me, Anan Jackson, he always calls me Obami. I'm from Kwewu.
Okay.
So when he's, I was a bit jovial in class. So yes, Obami, yes, Obami. So we put some questions on the board and quickly I was able to finish it up, and the guy gets speed and then Speedo. But people have different meanings to the Speedo.
Which one do you know?
Exactly.
Oh no, I'm only asking. Let's share with us because we also may be thinking on those lines. All right. So obviously it wasn't all the hard work, but that was the fun bit as well. How did the school do when it came to athletics, when it came to sports, for example? How good?
Pope John is an all-rounder school. Everything. Every drama, everything. Think about it. Everything. I mean, we'll go into any competition and come out second. We're always first. Every competition. Wow. You can ask the guys from St. Peter's, they will tell you.
And we are currently
that was said confidently.
and we are the Eastern Regional champions when it comes to basketball. Just recently the drama club won the regional competition, and when it comes to athletics, football, I think the last intercore we also won it. So we've been doing well. But even if you look at the past, far better even than what we are doing now.
I see.
And just to chip in, we have a 5-year strategic plan to make sure we go back to what Pope John used to be. And in this we have the sports policy and everything, hoping that we get back on track.
Yes, I see. Yes. Oh, okay. So were there any standout athletes, footballers, maybe after school who ventured into the sporting world and probably, made a name for themselves? Is there one or two that you can readily remember?
He's currently a police officer. Sani Mohammed.
He used to yes, 2000
year group.
2000, sorry.
At the time we won the Milo Championship, and if you win the Milo Championship, it was more like the World Cup. And he later on was with Hearts of Oak.
Sani Mohammed, regular goalkeeper for Accra Hearts.
He was our mate.
So he was that good.
When he was in school. Very, very good. And some others.
Even the national president for the tennis club, Isaac Abu-Ajidia. He was the former national president for Pojoba.
Abe is a Pojoba.
Yes.
He's dead. I'll call him. I see.
Yes.
Wow.
And we also had Barria. He is 2005. He played for. He didn't play for Ghana, but he naturalized and played for one of the West African countries. So yes, we've had quite a number of them.
Oh, then that really means and that really makes Pojos stand out, which means like Harold said, everywhere you did.
Everywhere.
So.
Everywhere.
Oh, it's been fun. It's been wonderful getting to know about Pojos and Pojoba and what they stood for, what they did, the mountains they moved, and it's a tradition that keeps going on in the school. And it is a culmination of this that they are standing tall as the 2,000-year group, and of course inviting us to where it all began for them once upon a time, from the secondary school era. Today they find themselves in many, many different positions, locations, and they're still standing out. And it looks like being the first or among the first has almost been one of their proud moments. You've heard about their exploits in the area of sports. Their drama club has also been doing very well, and which means that when it comes to science and maths, they've already told you their story. They've been blowing their horns. They've won it before. They would want to go back and reclaim that lost glory. I'm sure that there are other old boys out there who may be itching to let us in on certain stories, certain positives about the school that we may not have touched on. And so we'll be opening the phone lines, and I'll be announcing the lines in just a minute or two. Share your thoughts with us, and also touch base with your mates who are here in the studios of Max TV, Max Radio, so that we can together bring the story alive and also move the mountains, because we'll be driving through them from Pediase to Ifidiase, where we will be climaxing the activities of their anniversary. But it's been wonderful. It's been educative enough to learn about some of these things. And for those of us who are almost always glued in Accra, secondary school in Accra, primary school in Accra, well, we have the opportunity to hear about the exploits of our brothers and sisters from the different regions. It gives us an opportunity to also learn a few things about the areas and where they're from. We've been told that water was not a commodity they really treasured back in the school, but it came with its, should I say, difficult moments, but it was also a learning curve in one way or the other. So if you want to give us a call, let me announce the phone line, and then we are good to go. 0551 598 321 055 1598 321, or you can call us on 055 0055 522. Let me do that again. 0550 055 522. That's the number to give us a call on. I think I have a first call on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you very much for joining us. How are you?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Okay. Can you give us your name?
Yeah, my name is Godfred, and I'm calling from Ifidiase.
Your name is?
Godfred.
Your name is Godfred?
Yes, and I'm calling from Ifidiase.
You are calling from Ifidiase. You have set a record.
Please.
Talk to us.
Yeah, I just finished JHS. We went to the WCR, the program, and I was that was very fun, very disciplined. Yeah.
The school is very disciplined, eh?
Yes, I remember we were discussing something and they were singing their anthem.
Yes.
Then and some girls were making like the way the preferred hotter than them.
I see. Okay. So you said you have just finished JHS.
Yes.
Okay. So are you going to be going to school at Pope John?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Okay.
Because I'll be able because I stood next to them.
I see. Oh, okay. Okay. So even if you have to go there, which means you'll be a day student.
Okay.
So if you go to Pope John, you'll be a day student, or you go to the boarding house?
I don't know, but since I'm closer to the lobby, they told us to take one day and one boarding, so maybe they'll make me do it.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, don't worry, because it is a school that is high on discipline. Whether you go to the boarding or you go as a day student, I am sure that you will give your best. Pope John will give you the best of education. Okay? All right. Thank you for calling us. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. We had our first caller from Ifidiase, where the school we are talking about is situated. Okay.
And he engaged very well. And that's the spirit of Pope John. Okay. The competition starts from there. So even before you want to enter the school,
standards must be set and followed.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go and see whether we have another caller on our line. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Please, I'm fine.
Okay. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Please, my name is and I'm calling from Nungwa.
You're calling from Nungwa and your name is?
My name is Mark.
Line is not too bad. Anyway, line is not too good, but talk to us. What do you have for us?
I really like, even though I went to Aquinas.
Even though you went to
Aquinas.
Oh, you went to Aquinas.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, but you like Pope John.
Yeah, because we have things to read, like husband house.
Can you kindly position yourself well so that we can get what you're saying? We're not hearing you too well. So if you can position yourself and then talk to us. Yes, so what were you saying? Hello? Oh, I think he's gone off. Okay. I'm sure he just wanted to show support.
Yeah. And just to chip in, so funny enough, our headmaster is from Aquinas. He's an old student of Aquinas. Aquinas headmaster is an old student of Pope John.
Okay, it's a simple swap. So say that again.
So our current headmaster,
your current headmaster, yes,
Reverend Father Bernard Ohene, is an old student of Aquinas.
Okay.
And then the current headmaster of Aquinas, Reverend Father Dr. Appa, George Appa, he is also an old student of Pope John. Special. You say Aquinas also fire colors in kakra, yellow and blue. That's why he they wish to be like us, but
but they can't be like you. No. We have a call on the line. Hello. 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 Can you hear me? I know there's somebody there, but probably busy with something else. Anyway, do get on the phone lines and give us a call. I'll give you the numbers again: 0551 598 321, and then we have 0550 055 522. Hello. 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 Can you hear me? Nah, I don't think that he's willing to talk. Maybe one of the future generations. He's trying to announce his presence that, please, I'll go to school there. Okay, thank you. We will give you admission. That's fine. That's nice. Okay. So again, we're here with the brothers from Pojoba, should I say that? Yes. We are here with Pojoba, and we are setting the tone for the anniversary celebration, which is coming up next weekend. If you are as free as we are, then we encourage you to join us. Let's go take a look at what the school is all about. Let's go and learn about the history of the school, but also let's be participants of the legacy project, of which we will be remembered in different ways. The old boys are doing their bit. They need our support to make it whole, and we are throwing out the opportunity for you to be part of what is happening. Let me go back to the phone line. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, please give us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Yes, can you give us your name and where you are calling from, please?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please, my country.
You can hear me. Okay, kindly give us your name and where you are calling from.
Oh, please, I was on.
You are the one who called and you said you were from Aquinas?
Yes, please, I'm the one.
Ah, oh, okay, okay. So tell me, what is it that you like about St. John?
Pope John.
Pope John, sorry.
But then I just like them. So, for instance, there are some open house now, and then we share some other things in second and so.
Difficult to hear you, difficult to hear what you're saying.
Uncle Prince, you were saying that I think I heard the bits that they have Elsbend House at Aquinas. We do also have Elsbend House, so trying to do some comparison between Aquinas and Pope John. Yeah.
So not only are you sharing past students into headmastership role, but you also have names of houses.
Yeah, common. Yeah.
So
which sometimes runs through most of the Catholic schools in Accra and Eastern region. So for instance, when you go to, I think, St. Rose's, they also have Bowers House, and so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a Catholic thing more.
Yeah, Catholic. Yeah. Father Elsbend, he was a Reverend Father, a missionary. Yeah.
I see. All right. We're learning today, aren't we? Thank you very much for the education. We'll see whether we can get a few more on the phone line. I'm not too sure whether Aquinas has hijacked my line. I'm not too sure. But hello, do we have anybody on the line? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Can you give us your name and where you're calling from?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Please, I want to go to the start line.
You want to go? Okay, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Accra, Taifa.
You are calling from Accra, Taifa. Okay, talk to us. Are you an old boy?
No, I'm not confident, but I like the school so much.
You like what?
He's not an old boy, but I like the school so much.
Oh, you like the school. Thank you very much. That's nice. That's nice.
The only days, my brother used to come and take players for Olympics, for football.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, the only days my brother used to take players for football.
Wow. Wow. That's good to know. They have already told us that they were very good when it came to sports. So
yeah, it's called Belfast. He moved playing now.
It's called what? Oh, the line is not being helpful today at all. Anyway, if you can hear us, thank you very much for sharing that information with us. And are you free this weekend? Oh, he's gone. I was going to extend an invitation to him to come to Ifidiasi. Then he will love the school more when he sees it. Yeah, definitely.
On the issue of the sports, even at CAF, the one in charge of the pairs is Apojoba. CAF.
The one in charge of
finance.
Yes.
It's Apojoba.
Is he?
Yeah.
Can you give us his name?
I don't have the name, but yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But he's a proud Pojuba.
Yes, a proud Pojuba. And he has twins. They also went to Pope John. They completed about 2 years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Runs in the family.
Yeah.
Runs in the family. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good enough. We're 5 minutes to hit the top of the hour, and at this stage, we'll be saying our big thank yous to our guests. One last thing they will do before they leave is, in fact, two things they will do. The first is to clear their throats. And then the second is to sing the school hymn. And so we will be touching base with that. But for all those who participated in the program, for all who spent time listening to us, we say a very big thank you. We appreciate your presence, your support. But there's an invitation that has been extended by Pojoba 2000, and they are asking us to support them in their endeavors in terms of the legacy. project, and we are hoping that we can all find time, take that drive up to Koforidua to Ifidiase to be supportive of all their programs and activities. The invitation is extended to everyone, but there's a warning to the invitation. If you are coming, don't come empty-handed. Bring a few of your coins and come and share with our younger generation so we can make the school a better one for them. And also when you are coming, come on empty stomachs, because things will happen. I won't say whether the things that will happen will be only in terms of food or in terms of liquid, but things will happen. And come, let's all make new friends. Let's share ideas. Let's network. It's a small world. You can never tell where we will crash again, as it were. So Joseph and Justice and Harold, are the throats clear?
Yes.
I was just about to say ladies and gentlemen. I don't know where the ladies were going to come from. And okay, so we'll be wrapping up with the information that you asked earlier on. Pojuba 2000 year group. For the bank payment, the account name is there, Pope John Old Boys Association 2000 year group. Send your cash there. The currency is Ghana cedis, but it continues. It's just been wiped off, but there's dollar and etc. So when you make those phone calls, you'll be told where the dollar and the pounds etc. will go. The account number is also there, but the account number you see there is for the CD account, and so you can also connect with some of the details of what you may want to contribute. Windows and glazing goes at a cost, the doors, etc. It's all there information for you to share. The year groups also have the information, and so once you get connected to the year groups, you also get the opportunity to throw in your support. There's a merchant number, and then there's a Momo Pay number as well for those who are interested in the mobile money payment. And so let all these directions go to Pope John Old Boys Association, especially the 2000 year group. Don't forget. And once you make your generous contribution, we will acknowledge it duly. For those who go through the bank to Absa Bank Ghana Limited Koforidua branch, will be standing by to receive those kind offers. There's a SWIFT code and then the bank sort code as well. So that's the information for you out there. Thank you very much once again for being part of the program. I'm now going to put off my microphone, and then the gentleman. All right, so it's bounce time for us. The gentlemen will be singing their school anthem for us, and then we'll be wrapping up. Drama, you think I've forgotten about you. Happy birthday in advance. I understand that a certain lady called Bertha is taking us out after the show, and so please be standing by the studio door. Once we come out and we see you, we can wish you a grand happy birthday. Happy birthday once again to you, Joama. We wish you the very best, long life and prosperity. All right, gentlemen.
Sir, so before we sing our anthem, just to mention some of our sponsors who have helped us and are continuously helping us for this particular anniversary.
Okay.
Especially for the Friday procession, where after we get to Ifidiase and we walk through the streets of Koforidua, and our grand entry, we have Farmer Trust.
Okay.
Farmer Trust, and then Coca-Cola, Voltic. They are doing some good sponsorship for us, and we are really
big thanks. Big thanks.
Yeah.
Big
and
thanks.
also for the Pojuba 2000, as they mentioned, it's 2000, 2001, and then 2016. Yeah.
16.
So
okay.
They also have Infano African Group sponsoring for the Sunday food that you asked. It's being sponsored by Maya Boat Food. Okay. And then we have a very huge sponsorship also from EDC.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yes. So
thank you very much.
So before we sing, just to quickly acknowledge also some of the dignitaries you should be expecting on the day, just running through them. Dasibwe Kwekubuate the third will be the Nana Krobia Santiwa Jankuma. The second will be the Honorable Haruna Idrisu, Minister for Education. Our very own Reverend Father Benjamin Opoku Ohene will be there, and Raymond Opondapa, the Executive Chairman of Mfano Africa Group, will be our chairman for the day.
Okay.
Honorable Titus Beyo will be our guest of honor for the day. Honorable Kujokon Nkrumah will be the guest speaker, and then finally Mrs. Ivy Asantewa Usu will be who is the Eastern Regional Director of Education. Who will also be present.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you very much. So, gentlemen, over to you.
Okay, a great rise and shine. Let's go.
O great Ojoma, arise and shine, for you are the future leaders of Ghana. Almighty Pojos, arise and shine, for you are a bright light in the world. O great Ojoma, arise and shine, for you are the future leaders of Ghana. Almighty Pojos, arise and shine, for you are a bright light in the world.
We put our trust unto the Lord, most sacred heart, we trust in you,
Velamus, we set sail, we will work for God's kingdom on earth. May God bless Pope John Secondary School. Pope shine forevermore.
We put our trust unto the Lord, most sacred heart, we trust in you.
Veladamus, we set sail, we will work for God's kingdom on earth. May God bless Pope John Secondary School. Pojo shine forevermore.
Hey, that's it.
Sports, entertainment, and more.